Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm Hannah Grace. Today we're talking Martell HOLT. He went to court on May 2nd to face these DV charges, harassing communication, and was found guilty as charged. Let's talk about it.
The views expressed in this video are for entertainment purposes only. All commentary is alleged.
Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe.
Sounds terrible.
But it was for communication.
What if he really meant to do her harm?
Domestic violence is not the same as harassment and communication. That's a phone charge.
I'm getting arrested for a text message I sent Melody over a year ago, you know?
He literally took a video that he and I did and was going to have it released.
My message to her was saying, stop bullying me.
Submission.
Wasn't it like a text or something?
Domestic violence.
Is that what it was for? I think they said it was for a text message. I have no idea what that text message looked like.
Martell going to jail, I don't agree with it.
Why you don't agree with it?
Because I don't agree with sending someone to jail, especially
If it can be resolved.
if it can be resolved. I think as us, as a African American community, black men
Yeah.
going to jail,
Yeah. It makes sense.
I just don't agree with that. Y'all have kids. I feel like if something can be resolved, you should not send your ex to jail. But it's easy to say how you feel when it's not you. But until you're in those shoes, you really cannot say what you'll do and what you won't do.
Now, as I stated in my intro, Martell HOLT went to court May 2nd, 2024. I'm not sure if it was a jury trial or judge made a decision, but Martell HOLT was found guilty as charged for domestic violence, DV, harassing communication. So apparently he thought that he was going to go into court, tell this elaborate story, and the judge or the jury was going to find him not guilty. But the evidence was there. Melody had the text messages. That's why the warrant for the arrest was issued, because Melody had evidence that Martell actually sent the text message threatening her with releasing revenge P on her. So, again, now we're looking at that he's already been found guilty. He appealed the case. There's an upcoming court case. So hopefully when he go to the higher court, they will find him guilty. The same verdict will stand forward, guilty as charged. He think he can get over and get out of this case by appealing, but maybe that's just the tactics that his attorney told him to do, and maybe that he made the decision on his own to just continue to appeal the charges, to appeal the verdict. But you did the crime, you must do the time. And Miss Nell, let me tell you something. Martell does need to go to jail. I don't care if he is black. I don't care if him and Melody do have children together. And for you to say that you cannot, that it's easy for you to say something when it's not you. But how can you make it so easy for you to be able to say that this man don't need to go to jail when you saw what he did to Melody? You know that he tried to put out a revenge P video, picture, or whatever he threatened her with. You know that he did this. So you mean to tell me you can't find empathy for a woman just because you're not in, just because it doesn't happen to you? Shame on you. I don't understand. There are women that have never been in that position before, but they can sit here and empathize with Melody and say Martell was wrong and he needs to go to jail. So don't sit up and tell us that just because it didn't happen to you, that it's easy for you to say that this man shouldn't pay for his crime. That is bogus, and you need to definitely take a good look at yourself as a woman. And again, all of the other people who's taken up for Martell, Miss Molly, talking about, oh, who would send somebody to jail for a text message? We heard all of the excuses. Oh, it was just a text message. Oh, it was a text message that was sent over a year and a half ago. Oh. But What you do not realize is that it's still a crime, and Martell did what he did. And if Melody had not stopped him, he would still be harassing her with this same video, with this same narrative. And he gonna talk about somebody bullying him. He is a coward, if you ask me. To use an excuse that Melody bullied him, and we have not seen this woman do anything to Martell, nothing that he did not provoke. She has been trying to move on, and she has moved on. That's not the case. That's not the situation that she hasn't moved on. But what the problem is that Martell thinks that he gonna keep on picking with somebody and not get repercussions from it. But see, that's where he messed up, because Melody is tired of his bull crap, and he's not gonna cross any more lines with her. He finally realized that since he got put in jail where he needs to be. So the maximum penalty for a guilty verdict for domestic harassing communication is up to a year in prison and up to a $6,000 fine. And I hope that the judge give him the max.
This is why I cut all communication off with Ariane. She said, Martell said, no, she was like, Martell wants me to make a fake page and post as a guy and post a video of Melody, but wants me to act like I'm a different guy. I said, what? I'm like, what? She said, Martell wants her to create a fake page acting like a guy and to upload a video of Melody.
But that's what I thought. Player. But that's what I thought. Player.
And I finally said just a little bit at that time. So there was a video, a live that he did where he literally talked about the case and came for me. And I responded to that live. Whenever I responded to that live, he sent me a screenshot of the video, from the video, and I know the video. I remember where we were. You remember details of things. I remember the video that we did with my then husband, by the way, just in case any of y'all are questioning that. And said pretty much like, stop talking about me. I'm gonna drop this, even though I responded to a live you just did about me. Wow. But okay, bet. So I then took to social media and said, revenge porn, really? I don't do threats, I do promises. Sent the screenshot to my attorney with the text message. I have all of that. And then that was that, right? So for a couple of days ago, for someone to reach out, because Carson, just so y'all know, she did reach out to me directly a few days ago. So if you think that she didn't, she did. She came to me privately and directly with the information. And I knew she was telling the truth. I knew she was telling the truth because, by the way, this was August of 2022, y'all. But I knew she was telling the truth because he sent me a screenshot from the video, and I remember the video. So I never in a million years would have thought that you walking away or leaving a situation, divorcing someone, that it will result in them going to the depths of the earth, all the way to hell, to try to literally paint you a certain way, make people believe that you're a certain way, that you're promiscuous, that you was cheating on them in the marriage. All of these things I've sat back and listened to.
Now that's all I have for this video. Please drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about Martell HOLT appealing his guilty verdict, and do you think that the higher court will uphold that guilty verdict? Drop down in the comments and let me know. Also, stay to the end of the video. I do have a garden tip. Have a beautiful day, and remember, I am Aris. Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. There are many herbs that are natural pest deterrents. I like to plant in my garden mint, basil, lavender, chives, rosemary, and centinela. I also like to use these fire torches. They make the garden look beautiful at night. Take a look.